Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzley. Watch my channel Mizzley 14, and I'm here doing the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 2, Episode 3. Alright, y'all, let's jump right into it. Alright, so, Kimmy and Maurice, they want to know what's up with this combat group. They want to know what's up with this combat group because, listen, we got a contract and everything. We can buy them out. And let's get this thing together because they want to keep the group together, but it is so much personal problems and so much tension between the members that they can't get any further. The Hopes is doing their own thing. They build up the houses, and nobody knows what's the progress. Nobody knows where the combat group stands right now. So they said we need to get together, hash this out, and let it go. So they got the combat group together, and first the guys was there, Martel, Maurice, and Marcel, and they would talk a little bit, and then Martel and Marcel start going at it again, and Martel keep going back to this freaking 47 acres, the 47 acres thing, 47 acres, going back to that past, going back to that, and saying that he's lying, and they complaining that he was lying and all that stuff. I don't know what's going on, or he was not telling the truth, he was being fake. It is what it is, but it still stems from that past, and they just can't move forward until they get to that point, of course. So that was that. Then Melody came and said, "Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on?" All that stuff. And then the other two ladies came, Kimmy and Letitia. So they all grouped together. And when we said he got a contract, he said they could buy each other out for the combat group. And Melody said, no, you can buy us out. So when I do suggest that we just solve the combat group and let it be as it is, each people do their own thing, move forward, all that stuff. They said, no, I don't think that because we should do this, we should do that, and all that stuff, and let's buy it out. Or, cause it was a lot going on. And then the Holtz and one of the half of the Scots was going at it was his Marceau and the teacher. The teacher was saying things. He said, "What's going on? What happened? And what's going on?" And she said, "Well, I have been texting you, Melanie, and you don't respond to my text." And so she said, "Melanie, you text me? I didn't get no text. I didn't get no text from you. You text me." I was like, I don't know. Maybe she didn't get your text or not. But I think Melanie did get those texts, and she just trying to play it off like she didn't get those texts. I was like, girl, you got those texts, girl. Stop playing. But they're going back and forth, and just going back and forth, and it was a lot going on. Kimmy and Maurice is in the middle. They don't know what the hell is going on, how the hell did this thing. They said, listen, let's go all that stuff. So at the end of the day, they all decided, you know what? Since we can't get this together, we need to get our lawyers. We all got our attorneys. Let the attorneys hash out the differences, and that's how we get the group dissolved or whatever you need to do. So, but the Holtz wanted to solve the group, especially Melody. She said she wanted the group to solve, like to finish, no combat group. I was like, all right. So Tisha talked to her mother. No, before that, cause that whole conversation about the freaking girlfriends and rumors and stuff like that. Cause they talk about that too. But Marcel wasn't saying much. Letitia was the one who was doing all the talking. Marcel wasn't doing that much. He was mostly on his phone and something like that. I don't know what the hell. He was very quiet. Now, if somebody is blaming you or accusing you of cheating or putting the rumors at you, I would not be sitting there being quiet and say, listen, I won't be going overboard and that'll make myself look guilty. But I would say, I would have to know. I said, you got no proof, you got no way to say that I was doing it. I did not cheat on my wife for no freaking 12 girlfriends to do whatever. But the fact that he don't want to answer the questions or he was so quiet is making it seem like it is some involvement. It may not be 20 girlfriends, but it might be some little bit of truth in what the Martel was saying. Because men know each other's dirt. And they usually don't say nothing. They keep it to their graves. But when they get hurt and they get kicked down or judged by somebody, the secret they're supposed to protect it, or they gonna spill. They spill. They gossip like more than women. They gossipers more than women. Men do is a lot of gossip. So you think women are gossipers? No, the men are. So it's like they will say what they say. They especially get hurt by the person. So I don't think it may be 20 girlfriends, but I know Marcel is doing something. Because why you be so hell-bent having your wife staying at home when you out there working, and just on paying the bills, don't even know how to take care of your own kids, none of that stuff. But yet, you want to make us believe that you're not a cheater. I mean, that you didn't cheat on Letitia. I don't know. Men who usually like to have their woman stay in the house all the time and tie them in the house usually are the one usually is indicating they have been cheating. Not all the time, but usually it is. Because the woman don't be checking for you. They be so busy in the household working his, they won't have no energy to check you, to check your phone, to do anything. They mostly worry about taking care of the stuff. So they won't upset you, so you won't leave them, whatever. So that was that. So Letitia, so all the group dispersed, and Letitia talked to Marcel outside. She said, "Why are you so quiet in there?" And he said, "What? When I wanted to say something." She said, "It just like gonna seem like you didn't want to say nothing, and they was coming after you, and I was speaking on you. Didn't speak up. Why you was so quiet?" He said, "I don't got no time. I don't got no time to mention or even paying attention to people who bring forth rumors." So she said, "The rumor is it some truth about the rumor?" And he said, "We talking about the truth like that." She said, "Is it truth about the 20 girlfriends and like that?" He said, "That's a question." I was like, what? She ain't say no figure exclamation point. She ain't say that's a figure. She was asking something. She said it's a question. She said, "Is there any truth to the women that he said about the 20 questions?" And he said, "That's a question. Duh. What else could it be?" All right. So she said, "Is it? Like, come on, let me know." Also, he said, "Well, you gotta ask that question. You should be on the mat." She said, "What do you think I do? I'm just asking you. Should they say something? I was asking. I don't know stuff, so I just want to know." He said, "Well, I'm your husband. You should know, or you should be on the mat and know the question, know the answer." I said, "First of all, I don't care. You can be married to me 20 years, and I probably still don't know if you're doing something out there." It's like, so no, it's not like that because I should automatically accept it's like that. I should, but when somebody put it out there, yes, I'm gonna question you. So. What is that? So he was like, "Dad," he said, "Oh, Tisha, I can't answer that for you." I said, "Oh my gosh." You see, Marcel, he get on my nerves sometimes. I can't. I was sitting in the screen. I said, "What the hell is that?" You trying to play mind games, Letitia. You trying to play, and I like Letitia that she don't back, she not holding down her tongue as much. She's letting Marcel know how she feels, and she gonna keep going at it. Because the first season, Letitia, she was mostly docile, a little bit more submissive. This Letitia, until she got close to the end of the season, then she started getting more vocal. And now it seems like she's very vocal now to Marcel, and Marcel don't know how to handle that. Because he usually a woman who don't ask no damn questions and just automatically believe their man. And that blind automatic belief and the blind honesty and the blind truth that the person always doing right and ain't gonna fault. That's something you gotta work on that. You can't blindly accept everything your husband's saying. I mean, yes, you're supposed to believe him and trust him. But sometimes when something kind of like this came out, you gotta question him. It's not like you doubt; you just want to question. And if he give you these vague ass answers and trying to throw them back at you, he's like, "Oh, let me ask you this, this, that," and trying to answer the question with a question and trying to ask it. This is a question, or I can't answer this for you. What is that about? What is that about? Like, why you can't answer the question? This saying no, Letitia, there's no truth to what he said. He is really lying, and he had no proof that I did anything with any woman. I know I've been faithful, and I love you, and you're the only woman. It's like that. And then, if she believe it, she believe it. Not, then Letitia do what most women do: sneak behind the back and try to snoop. Shit, snoop, and be a common, be a expected gadget up in there. Shit, you better snoop around. Sure. Find out his tenure and where he be doing, when he gonna work and stuff like that. And check emails, check the phone if you got the answers to his phone. It's like something to me like it seems like Marcel is a little like guarded and a little more careful. That's why it's like it's so crazy that they probably was judging Marcel because he got caught. And then Marcel was giving this advice. He said, "Yo, if you go do something like that, you should not be getting no ways to get caught." I said, "Oh, what you know?" All right. So I was just so turned off about that scene. I said, "Really, you try to play Letitia like she's a freaking dumb broad? Like, come on now." And I don't know. He was just trying to say, "Oh, I can't answer that for you. Why you can't answer? It's a simple question, yes or no." It's like Letitia said, it's a simple yes or no. It's like, did you have 20 girlfriends like that? So Letitia talked to her mother and FaceTime her mother and told her everything. And she said, "Well, I don't know. It may be some truth in it. It may not be no truth in it. You just gotta always say. You always gotta question and do your do work. Do your diligence. Do your work. Find clues. and but the teacher's mother said this, and well, you gotta love your man enough of time in the week so he won't go out there and get it. And she said she told Tisha the truth. He said, listen, you gotta find out what the truth is. And at the end of the day, he might not just make it up. It could be true that it may not be 20 women, it might not be 19, but it may be something going on. So you gotta check that out and work on that and figure that out yourself. And so split mamas to Tisha. I said, yes, that's what you have to do. It may not be 20 girlfriends. Martell maybe embellished that. I would give that a chance. He probably embellished the number. But it could be some truth to what he said. Because the way how Martell is acting, he don't really blatantly, Marcel acting, he don't blatantly denies the rumor. But yet, he still can't answer the question or defend himself or say anything about it because all it seems like he knows the truth. And he said, oh, you got no proof. He got no proof in that thing. Martell said, I got some proof. I got receipts. All that. If you want some receipts, I can give it to you. It's like that. So he said he got no proof. He jealous. He just saying that to say that. I said, oh, well. Maybe Martell is bitter. And maybe he is upset that he got caught and everything. And y'all was judging him and kicking him down. So he want to be petty and put your business out there. And that's like a dumb petty stuff to do because like gosh, like that's what I said sometimes with friends you can't get them angry because once you get them angry then you can tell what kind of friends they are because most good true friends no matter how angry at you they will not throw your fast at you or they won't blurt out no damn secrets about you in front of people. No, that's not happening. Alright, so Martell met with his friend Derek and his uncle Dexter. Uncle Dexter, he said his uncle Dexter is like most like a more like a father figure to him because he never had his father. His own father, I think went to jail or without his life most of the time. So it was like okay. So Uncle Dexter is the one who mainly raised him. So he respects his Uncle Dexter advice and stuff like that. So, but once we get to the point, it was no scene between Derek and Duarte. It was mostly was his Uncle Dexter, and he told his Uncle Dexter everything about how he cheated, how he was in this relationship with this girl. She liked me, she's dependent on me, she grown accustomed to me. We built a friendship and everything. Yeah, they said I really love her. She loves me, and to the point that she can't cut off because God made her feel comfortable with me. And he just feel like he should do that. And then he said, putting excuses that, oh well, I'm doing what I need to do, coming home, doing what I do as a husband, doing what I do as a father, and everything. But stuff that I need, she don't do it. So you basically still keep trying to blame on Melanie about she didn't do something. So I would say that's what Uncle Dexter said. Did you even try to talk to her? And he said, "Yo, Melanie always tell me." She said, "If I feel you make so you should have sat down, talked to me, have a conversation, and all that stuff." But he didn't want to do that. He just wanted to take his cake and eat it too, and live dangerously. That's what Martell was doing. And now it's all covered bite of his behind, and now he can't take the heat. I said, well, you can't ditch it if you can't take it. Oh. So his Uncle Dexter said, listen, as long as she didn't put that divorce in front of your face, you still got a fighting chance. I said, how many chances she gonna give him? I guess at all. I mean, if she really was serious about getting divorced, she don't threaten him by saying divorce. Just show him that you're getting divorced. Here go the papers. Divorce. So now he got to realize he needs to get his act together because he said at the end of the day, it could hurt. Uncle Dexter said, no, it could not only hurt you, it would just hurt your family, it would hurt your wife, it would hurt your kids and everything. So you got to work on that. And I said, yes, it is true. Because he said he don't want to see his kids growing up saying that daddy's a cheater. So I said, your kids starting to get to the point where they can, well, not too much, not much of the young one, but the other two ones you have, it's getting close to the age when they know things, so they hear things. So you are a cheater. You better stop what you're doing. So he said, if you're working on this and she's not divorced and you don't want that happening, you gotta stop, do what you're doing, and work on that relationship. And that's what Martell, he gonna say he gonna do it. But you gotta stop doing what you're doing with this girl. Because if that's the point of y'all breaking up with this girl, then you gotta cut her off and make sure your wife is happy. And that's what you got to do. So So Melody and Martell got this well, Melody's getting honored by the Boys and Girls Club, but they got the kids together and they go there just showing the kids Melody, her mother, their mother speech and stuff like that, and really honoring having them there because the Boys and Girls Club have their kids as a support system. It makes a days fast. It makes a day feel good. So they was getting together, and Melody said, no matter what I'm going through, my husband in the house, we always turn up and make a good image and show out. And I said that's the problem. It's like, listen, you always put up the brave front face, but then behind closed doors, you so miserable. It's like you have to always put up a front to people. But she gave a good speech, and it was nice. I was like, okay. So that was a little speech that she gave. That's the sort of stuff that she gets. So before she started that speech, so Martell was trying to talk to Melody, and Melody was not even paying him any mind. And even at the house, he was asking her questions, and she just gave him a look. Oh. Girl, if you keep holding the eyes and keep looking at him all the time, fixing your neck, it's either you go say something to this guy as what? It's like, gosh, all that theatrics. So they got the table, and she was on her phone. He was talking to her, and she was not paying her any mind. He said, well, I'm not conversing with Martell because I'm not checking for him. If I'm not checking for him, I won't talk to him. I said, girl, calm your bitch down. We got it. Shit, you have to yell at us. Shit. But she didn't yell at her, but she did make a point. She said, if I'm not checking for him, I will not talk to him. I said, okay. I like that. If I'm not checking for you, I won't be talking to you. I am. I made some Martell, Maurice, and their mom. Cause remember they said they was gonna get their mom a house, move down closer, and be there. I think they said her mother's 70th birthday, so they got their house for her birthday gift. And she loves it. She loves to be near her grands, and she give her speech. People start tearing up, wiping their eyes, even more. We started saying, Mom. And it is a touching moment because her mom was broken down. She loves to be around her grandkids. You can tell she probably didn't see them as much and everything. But they did mention that she had 8 kids, single parent, working 2 jobs, taking all 8 kids. I said, you better do it. You better do it. Strong black woman doing what she got to do is struggle to make sure her kids is good. So I was like, oh. So we got this couple named Sodoric and Ardaria. We met Sodoric last week. Sodoric was the one who told Marceau about the freaking that Martell had a power with him, being a freaking messy queen, because mostly chicks who do messy will say something like that. We're trying to go back so bad and gossip about when you heard. Like he said, oh, did you do that? I said he was very harsh. I said, calm your mind down. Nobody want to see you the first time. And you being freaking as messy as these these ladies. It's like that in another reality TV show. No, mostly men is not that involved. They sit in the background, let the women put the light in front, the spotlight on them. So, Darviga and Daria, it seemed like it's gonna be one of the new couples because in YouTube, if I think I can find it, I'm maybe gonna put the link down. It's a digital exclusive of the 3 new couples they're going to be adding to the show. I don't know if they're going to be friends of the show or they're going to be part of the show like that, but it's 3 new couples. And Sodoric and Andaria is one of the new couples, one out of the 3 that they mentioned. And you can say ready Sodoric. So they all sat down and talked. And Marceau made this joke about Sodoric and him. Like, Sodoric was like the 1970 Italian fella, and she said, what are you? He said, I'm in the 80s. I said, you just damn, he's a whole fool. I said, the way how you was acting, how you think that the teacher should be staying in the house being barbaric and being misogynistic like that was nowhere near in the freaking 80s. We got better than that. You was back in the 50s and the 20s where I figured women to stay at home and do whatever you want, and the woman and them guys out there working, taking care of the bills and all that stuff, and don't even worry about what's going on. You can't check them because as long as they putting the money in the house, what do you question them? So how is he gonna make a reference about how he is and this and that? He said, oh, he looked like he got his wife. I said, look like, well, you don't have your freaking wife in the house all the damn time, so what makes you? All right? Don't be throwing shade at somebody if you're doing the same thing as yourself. I was like, oh my son. So they talk about what the combat group. And so Darvick asks, he said, listen, what is the problem child of the group. And he says, Marcel answer is me, probably me and Martel. And he said, what's going on? What happened? And he basically saying those things of the fallout, the friendship is not what it was, all that stuff. So Darwick said, listen, if you're trying to reconcile the friendship or you could reconcile the business or like that. He said, right now I'm trying to reconcile my friendship. And then we work on anything future. That's we need to rebuild that. He said, I respect that, respect that. So if I could get everybody together when you come and we could hash this out and start it off fresh, because we need to get together and then get a cabin and we could trip so he could plan it. So he gonna play a couples trip somewhere and so Darby gonna be planning it. So I said, okay. But he said, this is that. Are you trying to repair? This is that, this is that. And I said, Darby, give him the chance to answer your damn questions. I mean, let him answer the one you gave him first and then go to the next one. But it was like so funny. And I was like, oh, Sadari seemed like I don't know. Sadari seemed messy to me. Like he's too involved. And his wife wasn't even saying that much. She just say most, like I said, most likely the female doing most of the talking and the husband in the background. Do a little, give their 2 cents, but they won't be doing that much talking. But this time, it's Sadari is the one who's doing all the talking and his wife is in the background just sitting there. Alright, so that was that. The last scene was Letitia and Melody. I don't know what to say about the scene. I don't know what to say about the scene because you can tell these two is not going to get along. They're not going to be building a friendship. They dissolved their friendship in a sense right there. They sat down, see what's going on, and and it was a lot. And she said, so Marty said, I don't know, you made it seem like I have power with you, which I don't have a power with you because I've been dissing myself. She said, well, the teacher think that it was something going on with me, like I thought you had a power with me. And she said, no, it was not power with you. I just got a lot of things going on in my mind. I had a lot of things going on. I got 3 kids, just like you don't understand. And I said, oh, okay. So somebody said, I think you have something issues with me. And you won't tell me what is the issue. Tell me. She said, well, when my aunt and my grandma passed and everything, you know how close I was with my aunt and everything, you didn't even go check up on me. And when they said, well, I know I saw a D text on you and I didn't text, I need to go back to him because I know I saw I did. I said, well, you think you did or not? Just do it again, girl. Because, yes, that was devastating that you didn't reach out to your friend and check up on her. And she said, well, I had something going down with me. She said, you didn't check up on me. She said, it's like a tit for tat thing situation going on. So, well, after she said that, Melanie smiled. I said, oh, Melanie, see, chick. If that was a hood chick, she would have punched you in the mouth. I said, what the hell are you smiling for? She said, well, I didn't smile at your pain. I didn't smile at the hypocrisy, whatever she was saying about Letitia doing that. Because she said the wisdom part she had with Letitia is that Letitia like to start things and then plays the victim. And I said, oh, that's kind of true. She said, where should I play the victim? I ain't had been doing that and stuff like that. I said, oh, Letitia, okay. So they were going back and forth between each other. And they said, listen. And she said, what else? She said, is it true your husband saying false accusation? She said, what makes you think it's false? What makes you think it's false? Because she said your husband said it. And she said, well, he's a liar. I said, no. And the liar said, listen, I don't got no advice to you. Because if I did came to you and tell you about information that I know, you wouldn't believe me. And I do believe that statement. I don't think Letitia would believe Melanie. Because she don't care for Melanie. And she was been judging Melanie's relationship. But now it's coming back to her. Through her own husband, Letitia. So that conversation was left because then they were saying, oh well, if you see your husband coming in the bar at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, you gotta start and do what you gotta do, and you can roll up on him. She said, well, I know my husband is faithful. Well, if you know your husband is faithful, you would be sitting there and talking to Letitia and trying to find out if the woman was true that Martel was saying. So I was like, oh, all right. So they not gonna get along. They went left. Letitia got up and left. And she said, well, you being fake and you're not being honest. She's like, oh, I'm not being honest. I'm not being honest. And I was like, oh, okay. That was Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. I can't wait to see what's going on. Can't wait to see the other couples in the show and everything. I said, well, we got 3 solid ones. Why we need 3 more? But I said that's overkill. But we'll see how this shit, how this show goes, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me what y'all thought about this. And I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace.